Hello, I am Hayden Pugh, and this is your EHC-TV Sports Update. The Emory Henry softball team went into spring break with a 17-5 record. They would go on to play 10 games over the break. One of these games was against conference opponent Mars Hill in one of their many conference games this year. With two on base, Lydia Taylor would hit a nice ball over the shortstop, helping bring home two Wasp runners and sliding in for a double of her own. In the next inning, Abigail Street would power one over the fence to get two more Wasp runners through base and extend the Wasp lead. One inning later, freshman Sawyer Tolley would hit a grand slam in a very similar fashion to Street's home run in an inning prior. The Wasps would win that game 11-2 and went 5-5 over the break. However, they have won their 4 last games. The baseball team played 8 games over the break, which included 3 against number 13th ranked Lenore Ryan. The Wasps would get on the board first, with a mistake by the Bears catcher being taken advantage of by Tristan Hensley. Lenore Ryan would answer, with Sal Caricato hitting a 3-run home run to give his team a 4-1 lead and him his 12th home run of the season. In the bottom of the 5th, hitter Stephen Smith would put a ball right off the fence to get a runner home and secure a double for himself. This woke the Wasps up to make a very impressive comeback later in the game. At the bottom of the 7th, Caden Howell would hit the dagger with a double that would lead to a run for the Wasps and would give them a 6-run lead. The Wasps would take this game from a ranked Lenore Ryan and will continue their season against Belmont Abbey at home on March 18th. Up to the field where the lacrosse women's team hosted Tennessee Wesleyan. The visitors would take the lead, with Olivia Downey catching a pass, spinning off 2 defenders for a well-placed shot on goal. The Wasps would answer with Mina Hicks looking like Shakari Richardson in the 100. She would feint past the defender and put a steamer in the back of the net. A little over a minute later, the Wasps would execute a very pretty play, with Hicks finding Justice Jones, who lost her stick but not before putting in a crucial goal for the Wasps. The Wasps would find their groove in this game and win 14-7. They have won 3 of their last 4 games and will head to Mars Hill tomorrow to try and get their first conference win of the season. Over to men's lacrosse, who traveled to Catawba for a conference matchup over the break. Garrett Simi would get Catawba on the board first as he would put in an absolute rocket into the back of the net. Catawba would go up with an early lead. They wouldn't stop the pressure either, as they would make some nice passes and get the ball to Andrew Crumpacker, who would make a nice move and would slot one just past the keeper. The Wasps would get on the board later when Jackson Blackshear would put his body on the line off the face-off, would flip a pass to Colin Shell, who would find Dakota Hawkins on the right side to get Emory their lone goal of the day. Catawba would win 10-1. A couple of other notes from this past week. Congratulations to Molly Keller, who made a return appearance to the National Wrestling Tournament. The men's and women's tennis teams both had doubleheaders against Converse and Mars Hill. The men's team would lose both of their matches, while the women's team lost to Converse but got the win against Mars Hill. I am Hayden Pugh, and this has been your EHC-TV Sports Update.